Hello everybody and welcome to another guide for the golden shot. This time it's time for the medium version. We're gonna play a whole of the Santa Ventura that we have played many times. The guide is still going to be the same that we have had before, but the difference is that I do have new videos with a better quality and also with different wins for you this time. Before we start though, make sure that you do hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. You can get the ultimate tournament guides for Pro, Expert and Master, and also exclusive tour guides for Tour 7 up to Tour 12 by going to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. So check out any of our packages there. Above my head here you can find the club that we're going to play with, what elevation and what club distance. So it's gonna play golden long arm with every wind. Max plus 20 is the club distance and elevation, and then we do have the VPR table on the right hand side for you to follow along. Obviously in the text guide we will summarize everything in the end. We're gonna look at the price chest, obviously, and that's going to be the same as we have had before, obviously. So we do have the Onyx chest for the hole-in-one, we do have the Fire chest for the yellow ring, Scarlet chest for the red ring, we have Topaz chest for the light blue ring, and then we have HIO chest for the dark blue ring. Press the question mark on the top right to find more information about the golden shot, or if you do have any other questions or you experience an issue, you press the button contact us and send in a ticket to the Golf Clash support. Landing position is gonna be obviously very crucial. We're gonna play this one, obviously. We do have the bottom of the yellow ring by the start of the fringe with the ball guideline pointing towards the hole. Very important that you find this position without spin, because if you're adding spin, we are losing the element of looking at the ball guideline, and that is going to be, or that is a crucial thing for us. So make sure that you're not adding any spin until you have found the correct position. So let's go and let's take a look at the videos, and we start with some headwind, some crosswind and headwind together. We find the position with the ball guideline to the hole, bottom of the yellow ring by the start of the fringe. And then we're gonna play, in this case, a 3.5 bar backspin, and I'm using 0.2 bars of side spin to the left. But to be completely honest, looking at this now afterwards, it looks like I'm definitely having a little bit too little side spin here. Pull over the bullseye, very important. Why is it that? It's because pulling over the bullseye is giving you a different adjustment than pulling two bullseyes. So always make sure to mirror the way that the player is pulling the rings, at least the one that you're trying to follow, obviously. So if I'm saying to you, pull over the bullseye, because there is a reason to it. We just burn that's so close. I don't think we can be much closer, to be honest. Unfortunately, we roll out of the yellow ring into the red ring, but at the same time though, we're getting close, and that is good. You know, another day that would have dropped. The red ring is there, boomerang, yuck, and then we do have some kingmakers that we do get in the end. Let's go to the next one. We do have a very similar wind, but now a little bit more headwind than what we had on the last shot. And when this occurs, like when you do have more headwind than you have crosswind, you may or may not adjust into overpower. If you adjust into overpower, you need to add some overpower to your shot, because if you don't do that, you will fall short. So that is obviously the wind that we don't really want to have, because adding overpower on a par 3 is kind of crap. You can see we just barely adjusting into overpower, and therefore I'm just gonna use a smidge amount of overpower as well, so needle is just going to start to shake. So have that in mind, that overpower will be needed if you adjust into overpower. We get the yellow ring, but we are having a little bit too little of side spin once again, but we learn from that and we move on. But again, overpower is not what we want to, but in headwind we are forced to do that sometimes, but only if you adjust into it. Very important to have in mind. Let's go to the next one, the third shot here. We do have wind coming left to right with some tailwind, but mainly crosswind here. So we start with the same position, bottom of the yellow ring by the start of the fringe, ball guideline pointing towards the hole, and then we're gonna apply spins. I'm using 4 backspin, and here it says, at least in my note, that I should be using 0.2 bars of left spin, and I'm not doing that. I'm not using 0.2, that you could clearly see. 3.9 miles per hour gives us 2.5 rings, and we're gonna pull over the bullseye. We pull over the bullseye, and then it's time to try to hit perfect. Perfect ball. I'm gonna see this ball bounce nicely on the fringe as we want to, and then it comes up here towards the pin, right in for a beautiful hole-in-one here with this wind here. But so, in the end though, my note was wrong, so obviously then we had to tweak the note as we got the hole-in-one dead center. And that's kind of how it is though. You know, sometimes you have a feeling that, okay, I need to add a little bit more left spin, like I had here for this shot, and then you drop it, and obviously you need to change your note. Next shot, wind coming northwest, or like wind coming right to left with tailwind and crosswind. So, same position, bottom of the yellow ring by the start of the French ball, guideline to the hole, 4 bars of backspin. I'm not using any side spin whatsoever when wind coming right to left here, 4.7 miles per hour, which is one of the higher winds that we can get, and we adjust 3.1 rings and over the bullseye once again. Center the ball. I say that in every video nowadays, but it's so important to center the ball. Don't have any curl, overpower or underpower, because that will become a mess in the end. Bounce on the fringe up towards the pin once again for a beautiful hole-in-one here for the Santa Ventura hole number 2, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Fire chest, as we've already got the hole-in-one, so let's in the end go and get the B52. Ooh, B52, that's nice. You know, I have it maxed out though, but that's good to actually get some B52. Now, we do have headwind, almost direct headwind here, a little bit of crosswind to the left. So bottom of the yellow ring by the start of the French ball, guideline to the hole. We're gonna apply a backspin, which is 3.2 bars of backspin. I'm not using any side spin whatsoever. 3.5 miles per hour, 2.3 rings. And look here now that I will be pulling through the bullseye into overpower, which, if you remember, you need to add overpower if you do so. So a tiny bit of overpower is going to be needed here, and then we're gonna hit perfect, and we will still have a very good chance to drop. But obviously, once again, having overpower on a shot is never going to be something that I'm gonna be in love with, but we can see that it still works if making that minor tweak when going into overpower. Onyx chest again. Let's see what we do get here in the final video. The dart, the thorn, claw, falcon. Falcon is good as well. There's some really good cards though. I do have them maxed out, but that just shows that the golden shot is definitely opens up to get some nice cards in the chest. So there we do have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the text guide. And the text guide has been made by Tony Richardson, as always, and this is the correct one, obviously. Make sure to subscribe to Tony's channel in the description. The link is in the description down below. Landing position, pre-spin, bottom of yellow ring at the start of the French ball guide, directly at hole. And then we do have the spin, direct tailwind, 4 backspin, no side spin, wind coming right to left. In tailwind, 4 backspin or side spin, they're either wind coming left to right, 4 backspin, 0.2 left spin, direct crosswind coming left to right, 3.8 backspin, 0.4 left spin. Then we have wind coming right to left, 3.8 backspin, 0.2 right side spin. Wind coming southeast, so headwind coming left to right, 3.5 backspin, 0.2 left spin, wind coming right to left with headwind. Then we do have 3.5 backspin and direct headwind, 3 backspin and 0.1 left spin. So there we do have it, ladies and gentlemen. The text guide can be found on golfclashtommy.com as always for free, and also in various social media platforms that has to do with anything of Golf Clash related content. Then also in the description down below. So thank you so much for watching, and a massive good luck in the golden shot.